everyone, Gia Loves Trains here. You find me at Chester Station as I've very kindly been invited down by Transport for Wales for a launch event that's taking place today for the brand new Class 197's, which should be entering service this year in 2022. Now, the 197's may be replacing the 175's, but putting that to one side, I am excited to see what's happening today, and potentially we may be able to board one of the trains. First things first, I need to find out where I'm supposed to be going. Behind me here is a 197. It's 197-002, one of the two carriage ones. There are going to be 77 units overall, 51 two-car ones and 26 three-car ones. Looking at its exterior, it does look like TFW are continuing on with the robot theme, and it's very shiny. I'm about to step outside now and take a look at the interior. First impressions on boarding the train is it does look pretty similar to a Class 195, which makes sense as it is another CAF Civity. But there are also a lot of differences that I've immediately noticed. The main one being the 197's have a gangway, which is very handy, so when units are coupled up together, you can walk directly through them. So I'm here with Richard.
Hi G, I work for CAF. And CAF's responsible for making these trains, and we manufacture them in Newport in South Wales. So these trains are made in Wales by Welsh people for the Welsh services. Amazing.
What were you pointing out to me on the floor here?
This is our little badge. So we're here, made in Wales, CAF.
As for the seats, you do get a mix of table seats and standard airline ones. They pass the comfy test for me, but then again, all seats do. And on these ones, we do have a leather headrest. It seems you have power points in between the seats in front of you, and that does consist of a plug socket and 2 USB ports. We also have these funky red handles on the side. And as for the seat tray, there are 2 cup holders for people like me who like to drink 2 coffees on the go at once. Nice to meet you, Paul. Would you like to talk us through some of the cool features on this train?
Yes, seating is amazing.
I agree.
It's extremely comfortable. I've done even on this specific train alone, I've done over 1,000 miles on it.
Oh wow!
And I've got to say, I've not had a bad back or no more aching legs during the journey, so that's a real positive. Air conditioning is fantastic.
Always is on TFW though.
Well, this is a bit better, I think, than what we've already got. A lot of new features on here that are new to us, but other talks have already got. We've got the facility to display the calling pattern of the train, connecting stations, connecting services, if those services are running late or if they aren't.
The carriages are fitted with information screens, and there are a good few knicker hooks throughout. There's also overhead luggage space, and unlike the 195, a luggage rack. The trains are Wi-Fi enabled too. There are card slots at the top of the seats and digital displays for seat reservations. Whether seat reservations are going to be actually in use or not on these services is another question. Cyclist me was looking for a bike rack. I've not seen one yet, but I will keep looking. Ah, found them. The seatbelts caught my eye right at the back / front of the train.
Try and explain to you.
Yes, please do explain what this is.
It gives us many options in terms of holding more stock than we can do on a trolley. An area here where we can slot a trolley in. We've got a fridge, which is something, and we don't have any refrigeration currently. A variety of products and chilled products as well. So they're not just snacks and crisps and biscuits.
It's a bit more roomy walking around the outside of the toilet, as there's not seats all the way down this side, and it leads you into the spacious area for wheelchairs. Don't fear, I'm not having a wee. I just came to check out the toilet. I was wondering whether there would be like a picture of somewhere in Wales up like you find on the Class 175's, but there's not. It's a white wall. I believe 14 of the 3-car units are going to be fitted with a small section of first class seating, which might be a nice little upgrade for anybody travelling a long distance on one of these. Obviously being on a 2-coach unit at the moment, I can't check that out for myself. I think this is the first time I've ever drank a can of water. The 197s are going to be running down a lot of routes throughout Wales and its borders. In this leaflet I was handed, it does list out the routes you can expect to see these trains. For instance, the Cambrian coast, down to Milford Haven, the North Wales coastline, even the Borderlands line. I am interested to see them operating along the Conway Valley line, as at present time it is served by 150s, and the route is full of what I like to call dodgy stations, so I didn't expect to see an upgrade to the DMU along there. In addition to 150s and 175s, the 197s will be taken over from the 158s and 153s.
This is the more modernised driving cab of a 197, so at the leading end the driver would be driving from this position. From the other end the conductor would be using this as their base when they're not engaging with the customers, doing revenue and customer service duties, operating the doors from here and providing more secure areas. So there could be monitoring onboard CCTV, making customer announcements on top of the automated announcements on board.
There are 116 seats on a 2-coach 197. Comparing that with a 2-coach 175, there is 136, so that is a 20-seat difference. But as I mentioned, obviously these units can be coupled up, and most likely that will be happening on the long distance routes. Squishy babies! So that is it. I've actually been on board there for hours. It has absolutely flown by, but a big thank you to CFW for inviting me down to take a look at the brand new Class 197s. Speaking with the TFW staff today, there is a lot of focus on the fact that these trains are made in Wales. They're modern, they have an aim to increase capacity, and I think they're going to be a great addition to the TFW fleet. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye, bye.